This is another beautiful example of how easy it is to create an impressive picture with marble powder. The round shape gives the work a special charisma, perfectly showcasing your new picture. You can often find small, round stretcher frames very cheaply at discount stores. Here it is 50 cm in diameter. I have already mixed the marble powder with acrylic binder. You can find the mixing ratio in the accompanying booklet. And then you can get started right away. First, I cover the entire canvas with a thin layer of marble powder. This is the primer so that a bit of structure is visible everywhere. The structure is particularly beautiful if you work flat with the painting knife. Don't hold it upright, otherwise you'll get edges, but rather brush it flatly over the marble powder. Then these organic shapes form almost by themselves. And immediately after this priming, I now apply more marble powder, but in a much thicker layer. This is where strong cracks and structures should form, which then create the striking appearance of this picture. With this application, I'm making sure not to create concentric circles. That is, not all the circles at the same distance around the center like a target. Instead, the structures interlock slightly. This marble dust structure takes 2 days to dry. It's very thick and needs to be completely dry before you continue. Now it's important that you sand your surface a bit. If you feel over it with your fingertips, you'll notice there are some burrs that simply need to be removed. I'm using 80 grit sandpaper. It's relatively quick, and then I start with the paint. I'm using a lot of white. This will be a kind of primer into which I'll blend these colors, a light blue and a black, which can then be mixed directly into the white paint. can also rub the paint in very well with your hands to create great transitions. Don't forget to paint the edges at the end. After 1 or 2 days, the paint will be dry, and then you can move on to the next step. Now we'll make the structures visible, and this is done with a liquid application of paint. This is a blue acrylic paint and then a black one. Both are heavily diluted so that the two colors together create a beautiful dark blue, which I can then apply to the entire surface. Once you've applied this first liquid layer, it's very important to spray the surface again so that the paint is evenly distributed. Then you use a paper towel to remove any excess paint in some places. This means we're also bringing the paint from the surface back to the surface. The spray bottle is used again. Now you can darken specific areas, add a little more blue, a little more black. This is according to your taste, however you like it. The liquid paint is now dry, and the cracks have turned out great. Now, of course, you still need to work on the heights. I do this with white acrylic paint and a small paint roller. I've poured the white paint onto a plate, and now I'm putting some paint on the roller. It's very important that you don't roll the roller back and forth, but always in the same direction, so that the roller is evenly coated on all sides. You see, I've prepared the roller a bit beforehand. I trimmed the edges with scissors so that I don't accidentally get a line when rolling. I always check beforehand after I've filled the roller with paint that the line isn't too thick. That is, I roll it out once on a piece of paper. And now I can begin. With a very light hand, I roll over my picture. I keep going in this circular line, not even across the picture, but always following the direction that already defines the structure. It's really done with a very light touch, allowing the structures to take the paint off themselves. If you liked this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. This rolled layer of paint dries very quickly, and then you can paint. I pour some semi-gloss acrylic varnish directly onto the picture. It's very fluid. And then I spread it all over again in a circular motion. And then your picture is finished.